What's up, guys? Welcome to the third part, probably the last part here of whatever week this is, week 22. Neil, please take it away. I can't do an intro.
It's all right. Neither can I. So, Jen, what do you do?
I'm gonna chill at the town for a few days, see if anyone comes in, like some kind of Verasi person checking in. And then if nothing kind of raises to me, I'm gonna come back to the town.
Okay, so you stay there for a few days, just waiting for some sort of...
Like, just walking around and, like, using randomly clairvoyance, trying to see if I hear anything. Trying to talk to people a little bit, see if there's, like, Verasi in town, especially, like, Verasi.
Okay, you get to... The guy in charge here is the... What's his name? His name is Constable...
Smithers.
Thutar.
Thutar.
Yeah, Constable Thutar. And he is in charge of... What the hell is this town's name? I can't find my tab. Where is it gone? Fallon. He's in charge of Fallon and kind of overseeing the military operations of the town. There is a mayor who actually sees the oversees the administration stuff, but the mayor answers to the constable, kind of in term overall. You know, Verasi is in charge and whatnot. And the constable kind of just hangs out with. Well, he shows you. I don't want to say he shows you a good time, but he makes sure that you're provided for. He will take his meals with you, talk with you. You get the feeling that he's trying to like butter you up and like get on your good side because he knows what an influential person you are with the. Because you have second degree access to one of the four generals, so you're a very important and influential person for him to talk to. He seems to kind of like want to chat with you and get to know what's going on and more information, and he pretty quickly asks you kind of subtly one day what your mission is and what you were trying to do. He tries to get it in kind of subtly, but it doesn't come out that well. And you
like,
pick it up.
would I know if it's in his rank or it's like above his pay grade?
Oh no, you operate completely autonomously. You don't have to tell him anything. If you want, you could have this man arrested and beheaded right now, and you might get in trouble for it later if he actually didn't deserve it. But you have the authority to kill whoever you want whenever you want, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be Jen. You speak infinitely more languages than I do. Do you know what the word autonomous means, though?
Like I work alone or something? I work on my own?
Yeah, but I think Neil's also trying to convey that it's like you're above.
Yeah.
You're above everything.
Yeah.
Like,
so
these guys are beneath you to even like, you to say thank you to this guy is a waste of your breath. You're more important than he is. Like, he is your servant, more or less.
Okay. So I will act like I'm looking around trying to talk to people during this whole time. Like I'm just trying to seem busy to him. Like I'm investigating the town, trying to do something. He's not too sure what I'm up to. And I tell him I'm just trying to find some information in this town. And, like, I'm not giving him anything more.
Okay.
And I say I'll be done soon.
So that one time during dinner, he drops in like, "Oh, well, if I knew more details about your mission, I might be able to help you. Not that I'm prying or anything." And you're just like, fuck off.
I work alone.
Yeah. He nods and kind of emphasizes time and again that he's willing to help with whatever needs you may have. He will do his best to meet. He would very much like to be on your good side.
Before I leave, like the last day I decide to be there, like 2 or 3 days in, I'm gonna say, you know what? I've heard an information and I need something, and I think you might be the one, since you seemed so into helping me out.
What can I do for you?
I've heard of an armor that I would need that has been sold to a blacksmith up north. Then I tell them about the armor in Whistleport. I describe the armor, I don't say to who it belonged, and I told him that I really need to go there and get it, and if you could try to get it back here, it would be really good.
An armorer in Whistleport, you say?
Yes.
I should say that the armorer that you talked to at Whistleport didn't have the armor.
No. The one that Like Jeff told me that they sold the armor in Whistleport, the
Oh.
armor of the.
Okay, did Jeff actually? I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember Jeff's telling you that.
Yeah. He
Okay.
told me that they sold the armor of the Reaper in Whistleport, and I'm trying to get him to go get the armor of the Reaper in
Right,
Whistleport,
okay.
and then I'm gonna tell him that I will be headed north towards Whistleport, and that's the only information I give him.
So where should I
that
bring the
marked?
armor?
Bring it back here. I will be back.
So you're going to Whistleport, and I should get the armor from Whistleport.
No,
and
no.
bring it
I'm
back.
telling you, I'm going north, but I need you to get the armor from Whistleport, and I will be back here.
Okay.
You don't need to get it yourself. You can ask other people.
Of course, I'll send some of
I
my
can
men to
write
do
you a
it
note
immediately.
if it can help you.
If someone comes asking for you, where shall I say that you've gone?
North.
No more information than that for them?
Neil, can I pick a city on the road between here and Whistleport that's like northish?
Sure, but take a look at the map because just take a look at the map. Pick whatever city you want.
Shit.
Do as you please.
Linking the map. I didn't have it open.
Just say Jork.
Jerk. Deal.
Jork.
Jorks.
Okay. He nods and says, "Okay, I can have the armor dropped off there if you'd like."
No, it's okay. Get it back here. I'll be back.
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
I'll send someone. And the secret word will be.
Gonga.
Well, what would be a good secret word that people
Penis.
use? Is there like a secret Felicity word or something, or nothing?
No, any
Wiener.
secret words are. I mean, by nature, they're secret. You
Micro.
wouldn't
Okay,
have the same
tell-
secret between multiple people.
Okay, I'll say. If they ask for the armor for the observer, give it to them.
Yes, ma'am. He gets up from like middle of the dinner table and walks out the door, and you can hear him having a conversation with one of the guys outside.
Okay, so then I am headed back to the party. I'm actually gonna take the long way. Like I will do a detour so that if I was being followed, I'd look around me. Like I'm not going to the main road. I would like I have time, so I'm taking my time here.
Okay, so you kind of take a roundabout
leave
way.
from the wrong side of the city, and then I would head north, and then I'd come back, and then
Yeah, so you take a day trip up to Rockwad and then come back.
Yeah.
Through. I mean,
actually, you know what? I'm gonna head to the first city up north. I will make sure that people see me walking through, heading north some more, and then I will cut to the left and come back. If it takes 2 or 3 days, it's fine by me.
all right. So yeah, so you take 2-3 days to go up through Rockwad, then come back through the plains. You end up in Fallon instead of Fallon. Very similar names, very difficult to distinguish between the two. But it's a small village outside of Fallon. And then you make it back to Darra. In the meantime, because this is a 1 + 3 + 3.
Going back to Darwa, I want to get in by being invisible, and I will go to the room that the party last was seen.
So the rest of the party, you guys have just met, or we'll pick up from where you guys left off with her.
Mm-hmm.
You guys killed all these guys on the road. She took off to go cross the river, and the rest of you.
We
go back
burn
to
the
town.
bodies off the road, I guess. We take these items that we had, and we head back, yeah.
Okay. Zanzel, you can read. You can read that the 2 potions, they are labeled.
Oh.
One of them, the blue bubbly one, says Potion of Invisibility.
Okay.
And the green mistish one says, what the fuck's the name of that spell?
Uncle Jerry's fart.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot the name of the spell. It's the spell that turns you into, like, vapor. You have a spell.
Form?
You know what?
Wraith form?
Mist form. Wraith form. There we go. Potion of Wraith form.
Okay.
And you can read the paper that they have that you found on that body. It says this person is an agent of Felicity. It's signed by Lady Felicity herself, and it says that help this person out with whatever they need. Signed, Lady Felicity.
Well. I have them read mine too, right? And then
Same
mine
exact
say the same thing.
Yeah. I'm just like, this is big, guys. Like, we can do a lot of stuff with this. We can do a lot of stuff.
This is very good. Okay. Can you also check to see if So that's the letter that I had. I had a scroll. I give him the scroll. I have no reason to hold a piece of paper.
Okay. This is the first time we're introducing scrolls into this campaign. So here is how scrolls work. Before you can understand what the scroll is, you have to cast Read Magic and read through the scroll. This is the process to figure out what the scroll is and does. And it doesn't actually trigger the spell on the scroll. You're just silently reading through it. Then you would pronounce the spell, like you read the scroll out loud to activate it. However, you can run across cursed scrolls. Those are very few and very far between. A cursed scroll, when you cast Read Magic to scan it, will trigger the curse, and you'll be affected by it, whatever the curse is. But cursed scrolls are few and far between, like cursed items. Most magic scrolls you run across are not, but they do exist out there, and there's no way to tell.
Okay.
There might be a detect curse spell, maybe that might do it, but
but that's in a curse scroll, so.
Right. So it's the sort of thing where
it's an infinite loop. There's just no.
It's all but impossible almost impossible to detect a curse scroll without just triggering it yourself. So that's kind of how scrolls work. Any wizard of 9th level or higher can create scrolls at will. You basically just you spend a day, you memorize a spell, and then you write it down.
Sure.
And you lose the memorization in the process of writing it, but then it imbues that piece of paper with magic, and you can do whatever you want with it. It doesn't specify in the book, so I'm ruling that you can cast when you read a scroll. A wizard can cast any wizard spell that is written to a scroll, be it a spell lower level than you or higher level than you. So, if you have, let's say, a scroll of Power Word Kill, you could read it and use it. However, you could not use it to learn the spell Power Word Kill.
JP, I give you the scroll, by the way, so put that on your character. I'd take it off mine.
Yeah. There are also cleric spells, or there are protection scrolls, which anybody can read and use. And then there are some scrolls that wizards and then thieves can use as well. But those are more limited and specific and don't matter because there's no thieves in the party. But that's how scrolls work in Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition.
Cool.
I also tell him this dagger looks like it might be something. If you mind checking it when we get back to the city.
It's gonna cost. Do you have a couple some money? It's gonna cost.
Of course.
Okay,
There's nothing else to spend this money on.
Yeah, no. Let's just buy a bunch of pearls so that we can just have them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right. I'll go look for some. I guess we ride back to town and then I split off and go to the jeweler. If there is a jeweler here in Dalra.
I go with him. I'm the money man.
See the size of the town. There is a jeweler in Dalra. Indeed.
I enter in, followed by Vincent. I would assume Tariq as well.
There is a gnome standing on a stool behind a counter, holding a very large rock, about this big, if in the hands of a human, not in the hands of a gnome, up to this little glass, and he's looking at it to a candle that he has, on a shelf above him. Ooh, pretty, very pretty. Oh, customers, I see. Welcome to Zigzag's shop of trinkets. What can I get for you?
In Gnomish, I respond, are you Zigzag?
You see his eyes light up, and he goes, and in Gnomish as quickly as possible, goes, "Oh, I'm Zigzag. It's nice to meet you. I haven't met another person that speaks Gnomish in some time. I'm the only gnome here. Do you know where did you meet your gnomes? How did you learn Gnomish?" And he just goes as fast as possible. His sentences barely end before the next one starts. You're a little overwhelmed by it, and he's just super excited to meet someone that speaks Gnomish.
What I got from that was where'd I learn Gnomish. You can see I'm quite old. I lived with 2 or 3 gnomes back in my day. So they taught me language and I paid their rent. Anyways, do you have any pearls?
Pearls? The man wants a good item. I would love to chat with you later, but let's do business first. Business always does come first. I think I have, tell me, what sort of pearls are you looking for? A lovely necklace? A bracelet for a lady friend, perhaps? Your wife? I have pearls in many shapes and sizes. And
I'm looking. I look at. Does he have a selection in front of me?
No, he's just talking to you.
Do I know a pearl that would cost 100?
Yeah, I mean, most pearls cost 100 GP.
Oh, okay.
Generally speaking.
I'm just something for a friend. I need a couple of them actually.
just the pearls, not in a necklace or a bracelet, or?
If you have a bracelet, I'm sure they would like that. They would probably wear that.
He goes down. You hear some tinkling and some like things bumping into each other, and then there's a click, and he goes and pops up a few moments later holding a bracelet. It must have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pearls on it all the way around. It looks like it would fit on someone's wrist, ankle, wrist.
Okay.
Because this is a lovely pearl bracelet right here. The strand that connects it is this flexible material that will actually stretch as you pull it past your hand, so that way you don't even need a clasp. It will hold nice and tight on you as well.
Interesting. Did you make this yourself?
Yes, I did. I am a master craftsman, a master jeweler, as they say.
Beautifully done. Very well done, sir. And I look back
And
at
it can be
Victoria.
yours for the low price of 1,600 gold. Now, if you need, we can do this in monthly payments. It's fine as long as you leave some collateral here.
$5.99.
We can
And
do
if you
100
buy
a
right
month.
now, there's more.
If you give me the deed to your house, you can just pay it off in 100 gold per month, and at the end, I'll just give you the deed to your house right back. And we can do it that way. Or if you have the money on hand, I can even give you a 5% cash discount.
I look back at. Do I know what
I'm there.
languages you speak, Victorian?
I mean, in all our travels, I don't speak gnome-ish.
Do you speak anything that he might not speak?
I speak Orc, Elven, and Common.
In Orcish, I turn to you, and I say, "What do you think? No, too much."
Oh, that was all in Nomish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
speaking in Orcish to Jeff.
Yeah, but
Well, I didn't understand what you guys were saying.
yeah, Jeff didn't get the
Oh,
price.
right. You see that thing right there, and I point to the thing that he's showing me. He's like, "That's 1,600, but we'd never have to buy any more. What do you think?"
How many
I mean,
pearls
if you
were
want
on
to
it?
split it, sure, but I don't even actually. No, I'm not gonna. We just, 3 or 4 is nice for now. We don't need to go crazy.
Oh, okay. How many are on there, Neil? On the bracelet?
You're eyeing it. It looks like 15-ish.
Okay.
Ballparking it. I mean, you can
Sounds like
ask them if you
not
want an
worth.
exact number.
Yeah. Okay. I turn back to him and I'm like, my friend here says it might be too much for the lady that he's trying to court. Do you have anything that is perhaps just 2 to 4 pearls, or maybe some?
I have some earrings.
Look,
that have pearls on them.
He doesn't speak. No. Do you
I've
have any?
noticed.
Do you have any cheap earrings with real pearls, like cheap metal but real pearls? You know what I'm
He
saying?
looks disappointed. Oh. Well, switching into common. Well, yes, I do have some earrings with pearls. He reaches just like into the counter, not even down to the locked box below, and pulls out a set of earrings. And they're very simple, like hooks with pearls. It's like, yes, I have these pearl earrings. Sorry, I mistook you for men of means and taste.
It's still
I am
in.
often confused for this.
Yeah.
He shrugs. These are lovely pearl earrings. The set goes for 210 GP.
Is it just 2 pearls?
It's 2 pearls, but then they're like on some silver hooks that go into the ears.
I turn back to Victorian and say I give him a nod so the gnome can't see it.
Fantastic. I slapped down 210 GP.
Okay. After a few minutes of counting things out, he slides the pearls to your side of the counter and like pulls the coins across, kicks something with his foot, and then just dumps the coins off the table. They like clatter onto something metallic below.
Okay. As we're leaving, I'm just like, I'll make sure that people know of this place. You're a fine craftsman.
You have a fine establishment, friend.
Well, you're always welcome here at my house of trinkets.
Zigzags.
Zigzag's house of trinkets.
Say fantastic, and I walk off.
Okay. He actually follows you guys and shuts the door after you as you leave, and you hear the lock closing.
Is it nighttime?
No.
Okay. All right, cool. That's what we do. And then I guess I sleep for that night, and then the next day I identify those once I can memorize spells.
You identify the
I put
dagger?
all of the items. Or wait, I only need to identify the dagger, right? Yeah. I just identify the dagger. So it's 8 tries.
And what is your chance of success?
65, I think. No, that's low, actually. I think it's like 75. Let me look at identify real quick. I forgot.
Okay.
Let's see. And then whatever anyone else wants to do. Unless we're just waiting.
How much time has passed, Neil, for
10%
Ron?
level. For Ron,
70%, yeah.
you guys should expect to wait, because this is still the same day that you ran off with Leia.
Yeah.
So you're still expecting like another 2.5 weeks. But Leia hasn't
Jeez.
back yet either.
Okay. Then I guess we just shirtless montage in that time and just.
Oh, and Neil, can I split it with the wand? Can I do 4 and 4? Did we already?
Oh yeah, you can do 4 and 4 with the wand.
Yeah,
figure
the
out
wand
that
that I
wand
never
thing.
fucking identified.
All right. Ready?
I
Here it
failed
comes.
like 6
Like
times.
attempt number 4 or something.
Yeah.
90%. You fail on the wand again.
What?
And I can't identify it again.
Fucking dice, man.
What about the dagger?
Okay, and the dagger, you get it's not magical. It's completely and utterly not magical.
It's just
Like, okay, identifying. I have all the this just a dagger. It's just a mean looking dagger. Shit.
It's just an ornate looking dagger.
Yeah, just really wicked and cruel looking, but it's got like little hooks in the side of it, so like you can stab someone and then like rip out little bits of flesh with it. It's disgusting.
Gotcha.
It looks like some awful, like an evil, very very evil person would use this.
Exhausted and whatnot, I walk over to Victorian and just hand him the dagger and be like, "It's a piece of shit. Probably sell it for a lot though. But yeah,
Okay.
it's not magical. Sorry about that."
No, it's fine. Thank you, friend. I'm going to keep it
Then-
on my person, though.
Great. It would look. I mean, it looks good, right? It's pretty. It's happening. I think, as they say.
I have the dream of killing a Verossi with this, I think. That's what I'd like to do.
Fantastic. And then we wait.
Okay.
You know, I want to buy a piece of shit dagger. Not a piece of shit, but just a non-magical regular dagger while we're here.
It costs 1 gold.
All right. I spend 1 gold and buy a new dagger.
All right, it is yours.
Excellent. How
You
much does it weigh?
identified this one as well, JP.
How much does it weigh?
1 pound.
Perfect.
And then is Ron back in town yet? Are we still waiting?
No, you were still waiting for him and for Leia. So you guys continue to wait. 6-7 days later, Leia shows up.
Okay, I'll message you spells for today.
I show up invisible, and then I appear in their room. And if they're not there, I would... Huh?
Whose room do you appear in?
I say Victorian.
Victorian.
You appear in Victorian's room?
Yeah.
Okay, also, Victorian,
Cool.
I should know, in those 6 days, Carla comes to you twice more looking for booty.
It's always accepted.
Okay. I figured as much, but I thought I should let you know. Give me another...
Oh.
Just give me 2 con checks. We're only going to look for pregnancy issues here, not for
We're gonna have a backup baby.
performances.
A new bub.
Not feeling. I'm a little bit tired this time.
Okay, well,
Okay.
these are fertilization checks, not
Yeah.
Yeah, your performance is good, but whatever.
Swimmers aren't going so hard.
Roll for ability to pull out in time or not.
Willpower.
I mean, if he says he does that, Neil, does it affect?
Nope. No, we're not going to go that deep into the rolls. I don't want to have to create
We're
like.
not gonna go
So he
that
didn't go that deep, is what you're saying?
also.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel
Whoa.
like it's gonna affect the whole
Whoa.
thing.
I don't want
In
to make
general.
so many rules based on something that it takes 9 months to gestate. Like, let's be real here. Okay. So, Leia, you arrive back in town. and you're with the whole rest of the party.
All right, so I show up in Victorian's room. If he's not there, I'm gonna wait for him to come back to it. I'm not leaving or anything.
At some point, Victorian, you go back to bed probably that evening, and Leia, you're hanging out just there's no chair in the room, so the only place
Yeah.
to hang out is on his bed. So you get your feet propped up, lean back, and you see Victorian come in.
And
You
he
may-
comes in, I instantly appear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Sorry, I didn't want to surprise you. Yeah, so basically, it seems like we're pretty clear for now. The only info they will be hearing is that I'm headed to, I don't remember the name, somewhere north. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, the other city.
And that I asked them to go retrieve the armor that was sold and bring it back to the nearby village here. So it's gonna occupy the guy a little bit, distract them. At some point, people will realize that there's missing 2 people, and that the last place they were heard about was the nearby village. So I really would advise that we do not stay here much longer. And I feel very uncomfortable staying here. I would rather travel and come back every few days or something, check on you guys. And I would even advise you guys not to stay here too much and kind of scout in the village, come back or something. Maybe camp in the forest.
Well, we're expecting our associate Ron in just the next few days, and then I agree. I think we'll get the hell out of here. But you've done good work, and can't say enough that I appreciate that you've defected from Veracity and want to help us in our cause. We can sure use your help.
Yeah, this is pretty much the last draw. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep Discover going for much longer. So I think I'll be roaming and come check in once per day while being invisible and see if Ron is back. That's
Okay. That sounds good.
Cool.
So my
you
plan
guys-
is to just freaking invis, hide in woods, invis, hide in woods. That's my daily thing.
You just spend all day invisible in the woods.
I
yeah.
can be invisible
Oh well,
there,
that's not
right?
Neil.
Yeah,
That's not
totally.
everything. She plays with the displacer beast, obviously. So
Right.
just cut to that real
Well, I
quick.
mean, if I can just be invis all day in the inn, maybe I guess I can do that.
It's really difficult. I mean, you can absolutely do that, but the issue is when you're invisible, people try and sit in the chair.
But what if I
and-
just stay in their rooms and hang out and read my spell book and?
Sure. I mean, it's really boring just hanging out in one room for 2
Well,
2 weeks, but you can absolutely do that.
What about during these days? I'm gonna only pick clairvoyance for my level 2 spells and clairaudience, and I'm gonna try to cast in the nearby city at the place where I ordered the guy to go get the thing, at random times of day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 at night. Rinse and repeat.
Okay.
I'm gonna do clairaudience. I want to know what's going
Their
on.
audience.
3 times a day to know what's going on.
Okay. One time you hear him in the acts of passion with another man.
Ooh.
Other than
Who?
that, you just kind of you poke your head in at different points in time. You hear him having dinner. You hear him talking to people. You hear him talking about dispensing justice and dealing with someone that has been in the area. Another time you hear him talk about the dwarf has been nailed to the bridge. Everything should be fine. Don't worry about it. You are familiar with this. You know that it's Spades.
Yeah.
Because you know all about Spades. Apparently Spades has been crucified onto the side of a bridge.
I won't tell the party that info because it seems very daunting.
Yeah.
I think that's the right word, I'm sure.
Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing else really that interesting that you get from it. It's all just kind of day-to-day operations. You get to understand the guy a little bit better. You
Okay.
only once hear him in the throes of passion. Only the once.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do for the next few days until something happens.
Neil, I would like to paint the picture of Victorian helping the children build a barn. I think I would be making squirrel soup for the local homeless people on a pretty regular basis.
All right.
And then having sex with Carla as much as she wants it. To calm.
Yeah, a few days
Calm.
later, let's say a week out from when you would expect Ron to show up. You guys are kind of getting a little bit of a reputation around town for being like the helpful guys who just hang out and socialize and have a lot of money to spend. After you paid like the first few days, and the innkeeper realized you'd be here for a while, he said pay him at the end. He trusts you to do it because you've been so nice. You've been helping out with the local kids and whatnot. But a few days later, a woman approaches you in tears and very, very distraught while you
I
guys
have
are
sex
sitting
with her
around
too.
the inn. What?
No, go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
She says that her son has said that he found a troll in the forest, and she's like, of course you found a troll in the forest, because of course, I mean, if the kid had actually found a troll in the forest, he wouldn't be alive. He would have been ripped to shreds. So she's like, oh, of course, son, you found a troll in the forest. That's nice. Whatever. Totally ignoring him. And then the next day, he didn't show back up. He's like gone into the forest and disappeared. And she's distraught, and she thinks that her son's been eaten by a troll, and asks you, mighty warriors, if you could go find her missing son.
She says this at the like when we're all at a table or something.
Yeah, when you guys are just like hanging around the table, just
Zanzel just kind of like looks at the rest of the part and it's just like, yeah, he probably is dead. Why would he mess with a troll? You should
Well, now, Zanzo, we
should
want to
have
help.
warned us earlier. We could have saved his life, woman.
yeah, she's just now bawling. No, he must be alive. There must be something you can do.
I'll tell you what. Zanzel, should we go give a look? Is that okay?
I mean, if it's a troll, I guess so. I don't want to. You gotta be careful, man.
They're tough. Tariq, you look bored as shit. Do you want to go help with this?
Well, building barns is it's good work, but it's not exciting work.
I put on my shirt and I say, ma'am, we shall do this thing.
You put on your shirt?
I'm shirtless montaging this entire time. Yes, of course.
I think
I thought
we
that
all
was
were.
a metaphor. I didn't think you were actually
Neil,
shirtless. Like
Come
at the
on,
oh,
bar.
it's
Neil.
hot out of
Come
the
on.
sun.
Yeah, we've
Neil.
been doing this for a year and a
Rippling
half
muscles,
now.
man.
Are you painting the appropriate mental picture here?
We
God.
I
gotta
guess I
attract
wasn't.
the people.
Get
of
your
the-
head in
the
solemn,
town.
man.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm glistening with sweat too. Anyways, we put on put on
Randy
shirts.
Orton himself has become Victorian Black.
We say, ma'am, stay stay within the tavern. We'll go find out what happened to your son and get the proper coordinates or wherever she said he was last seen or something.
She has no idea. He just like didn't come home last night or
Then
tonight.
we scour every inch of the forest until at least Ron comes back.
Okay.
Because there's nothing else to do.
Can I get a perception check from everybody?
This
That
is going to be
wants
good.
Leah, are you joining them?
Can I still be invisible doing it? I guess so. I'm
As
just
if you're walking around a forest, it's not difficult
Hey,
to be
buddy.
invisible.
doing
Is that
it.
perception?
Yeah, perception checks from everybody.
Oh.
Oh, I actually got a
Nailed
good
it.
one. There's that one. Hey, buddy.
Leah?
I can see my tennis shoes.
Oh, I need to change my name.
Okay.
Spades is back. Let me roll for Leah now. Of course, she has a perception.
27's good.
She's
I think that's
dead.
27 is
pass.
good. You guys are walking around on the third day out looking for the kid. And you guys are fairly spread out. You can see each other still and you can like shout to each other, but you're fairly spread out. When Victoria you come across the smallest femur you've ever seen. It's attached to this, shin that has like a little kid's shoe on it. And the bone, like the flesh has been gnawed off the femur down to about the knee, and then from the knee down, it's just kind of like rended, like ripped apart and left alone. But above, like the knee and above, is just like picked clean.
Zanzo, you were right. The young man is most definitely at least missing a leg, but
Well, I
is
mean-
probably dead.
That's what he gets. His mom sounds like a fucking idiot. I don't know why.
All right, well, he's up there, the old man,
Well,
she
some
is a
people
grieving- grieving mother.
Some people.
We should be near the lair of this thing then. would not leave behind bones like this otherwise, I imagine.
If it's a troll, I mean, we should be able to find its footprints pretty easily.
Very good point, Zanzel. However, I am amazing with direction. Actually, Neil, I'll do a direction check for the direction of the target, right? Does that work?
No, you need like a tracking proficiency. Thank you very much.
What?
You
Yeah,
need
no.
a tracking proficiency to be able to track the troll tracks.
Even
know,
with, like, we're talking like 3 foot wide.
Yeah, but it's been 3 or 4 days. The size of the track, yeah, tracking proficiency needed to track things. Because it's not like if it was just like soft, muddy ground, anyone could track it. But in a forest, like you don't necessarily sink that deep into the ground.
Okay, Neil.
Have you
I'll
ever searched for? Have you ever tried?
Have
to
you
follow
ever
a trail?
searched for a troll, Neil? I sure have.
Yeah, I did that just last night.
Trolls,
Yeah.
they sink in deep, even in
Yeah.
the driest of grounds.
Exactly.
Does anyone have a tracking proficiency?
It's like Bigfoot or dinosaurs.
I can almost read, though. while I'm on this-
I do. Tracking.
There we go.
Tracking. Tracking.
There it is.
There it is. All right, Leia.
Aha.
Is it Leah or Leia? Because that's we
Leia.
can't pronounce your
She
Leia.
says it French, so I just...
Yeah,
it's
I know,
Bob.
but
Yeah.
Leia.
It's Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, like the Jedi.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm down.
I mean, eventually,
Yeah.
you know.
That's what I'm gonna become.
Okay. So your tracking check. This is how tracking works. I can't believe it's taken this long for us to learn how to track.
No, Bregard tracked. We just roll for it, right?
Oh, did we? Okay, so you.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
your
he
tracking
wasn't
check-
ever worth a shit at it, but we fucking...
Dude, Brago was the fucking sickest tracker. Like, oh my god. Dude was a beast tracker.
So you get a thick brush, vines, or reeds. Not quite. It's not soft, muddy ground, but occasional signs of passage. So you get a +2 for the terrain that we're in. You get a. You get a -4 for how long the tracks, how old the tracks are. And there's been no rain, snow, or sleet, or poor lighting, and no one's had the trail. So, +2, -4, so -2 on your tracking check. So D20 minus
Yeah.
2
D20
plus
plus 8.
8. Okay, there you go. 13.